The High Court reversing decades of U.S. policy, allowing the Trump administration to deny asylum to migrants who pass through another country first on their way to the U.S. border without first seeking protection in that previous country. Kellyanne Conway, counsel to the president, with us in America's Newsroom 2 hours ago, said this.
It's a huge victory. It's the second victory this summer handed by the Supreme Court for the president's vision on border security. If you're coming here seeking to come into this country, you must first seek safe haven in the countries that you pass through.
So there's Kellyanne Conway. Here is John Roberts beginning his day from the North Lawn there. Hey, John, good morning.
Bill, good morning to you. Big victory for the White House last night with the Supreme Court ruling. Federal District Judge John Tiger had joined the policy. That was overturned by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. Tiger then re-enjoined the policy nationwide. And last night, the Supreme Court gave the White House that big victory, saying it could go forward, at least temporarily, in all 50 states. The president obviously thrilled about it, taking to Twitter this morning to say some really big court wins on the border lately. So for the moment, the U.S. government can deny asylum claims from many people who travel through a third country before reaching the United States border. That will affect the hundreds of thousands of Central American migrants who travel through Mexico to reach the southern border, as well as people from overseas who come up through Mexico. The policy will force Central Americans to apply for asylum at U.S. embassies in their home countries. The U.S. also trying to reach what's called a safe third agreement with Mexico, which would allow migrants to apply for asylum in Mexico. The acting Customs and Border Patrol Commissioner Mark Morgan saying there are still potential legal hurdles ahead, but he is encouraged by the SCOTUS decision. Listen here.
The fight's not over, so we're still going through hearing this on the actually merits of this case right now. But right now, what that means, while that's going on, we can fully implement this rule along the entire southwest border to hit this crisis.
The Supreme Court ruled 7-2 to allow the policy to go forward while the case is decided on the merits. The two dissenting justices, Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Sonia Sotomayor, even though Elena Kagan and Stephen Breyer sided with the majority, Democrats not happy at all with what the justices decided. Listen to Richard Blumenthal.
Covered by this rule, barred from seeking asylum here, are similarly seeking to escape persecution, violence, condoned by the governments in their countries, drug trafficking and threats. And this kind of rule contravenes the spirit, if not the letter of this law and the intent of Congress.
And as the White House celebrates victory at the Supreme Court, the president continues the search for a new national security advisor. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo having lunch with the president again today to discuss it. There has been some talk that Pompeo could take the job in addition to Secretary of State, as Henry Kissinger did during the Nixon administration. But multiple sources are waving me off of that possibility for a number of reasons. There's still a belief that Pompeo may exit to run for the Senate next year, so you would lose not just your Secretary of State, but your national security advisor at the same time. There's also a concern that giving Pompeo both jobs would be concentrating an enormous amount of power under his auspices. So in terms of non-Pompeo choices, the top contenders at the moment are Stephen Biegun, who is the special representative on North Korea, though he may be taking a different job. That'll tease there. Rick Waddell, who's the former Deputy National Security Advisor. Robert O'Brien, who is the special envoy for hostage affairs. And Brian Hook, who is the U.S. special representative for Iran, though I'm told that his currency has been falling somewhat. We are told that the White House is looking for a low-key national security advisor, unlike Bolton, somebody more maybe in the mold of Stephen Hadley during the Bush administration. But the big question is, Bill, what will the job be like? Will it be a strong national security advisor who chairs the National Security Council meetings, or will the national security advisor just be more of a liaison between the council and the president? We have yet to find that one out.
Waiting for that tease, too, to be completed. Come on back. Thank you, John.